Breaking business and sports news tops our news at midday. Hello, everyone. I'm Derek Dennis. Thanks for joining me here. IndyCar confirms that Fox is buying 1/3 of Penske Entertainment, which owns Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the IndyCar Series, and other divisions. The Wall Street Journal reports the deal is worth between $125 and $135 million. Meteorologist Drew Narsudis is here. Drew, I got to thank you for cooling me off here.
You're welcome. All in a day's work. It does feel a lot better out there, but it gets even better tomorrow because we see brighter conditions.
The IMPD says the officer shot in the line of duty this week is back home from the hospital. The department shared these pictures of the officer leaving the hospital yesterday. The Indianapolis Colts say season tickets are sold out. The team says there are single game and group tickets available, but the season ticket sellout means about 90% of seats are sold. This is a live look, if you can see it, at Monument Circle, downtown Indianapolis.
You can see it, barely.
Some cloud cover there, but look, we'll take the clouds because it's a lot cooler today than it has been for weeks, really. Happening today, gamers, joystick lovers, and more are back in Indianapolis as Gen Con returns. The convention says about 75,000 people are expected at the Indiana Convention Center. News 8's Hernan Gutierrez tells us the event is sold out, but there are still ways for people to get in on all the action.
You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. This is breaking news.
We start with that breaking news. An IMPD officer stable after a police shooting on the city's west side.
Yeah, that's shooting.
For the live coverage, we want to pass this along. Every day, in a statement from Mayor Joe Hogsett, he says every day the men and women of the IMPD put their safety on the line to protect all of ours. Our city is fortunate to have the best police department in the country. Grateful to hear that our officer is in stable condition. For the very latest on this police shooting today in Indianapolis, stay with Wish TV and wishtv.com on air and online. Yeah, that's a live look at downtown Indianapolis, sweltering right now, but a cool down's on the way. Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson's here with the good news, that cool down.
Oh, I tell you, it's good.
This is breaking news.
Back now for News 8 at 5:30, and we're staying on top of breaking news. We're awaiting a police news conference after an IMPD officer is left stable after being shot this afternoon during a carjacking on the city's west side.
Thank you so much. We've been following this breaking news all afternoon of a Metro police officer shot on the city's west side.
You see there a contingent of police officers, including Police Chief Chris Bailey, walking down the sidewalk there outside Eskenazi Hospital. They're heading over to the microphones there to give an update to reporters. First of all, we want to know more about how the officer is doing. We know he's stable and considered to have non-life-threatening injuries. We want to know about the suspect that was shot as well. One of the suspects also taken to a hospital. And then that third suspect who is in police custody. And we're hearing that there were more, individuals that the police are looking for. So once again, this is a live picture outside Eskenazi Hospital as Police Chief Chris Bailey, other investigators make their way to the podium to give an update on today's shooting.
You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. This is breaking news.
And we start with that breaking news right here off the top at 6. An IMPD officer shot on the city's west side. Good evening, everyone. I'm Derek Dennis. Other big story we're following, the weather. Storm Track 8 all over. A weather alert today as the temperature just is sweltering outside.
Wish TV. We are local. From Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. Here is the latest from News 8.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Derek Dennis. We've been following breaking news all afternoon. There's been a plane crash in Greenwood, and there are injuries. It happened at Main Street and Chic Road near I-65. Another sunny and humid morning across central Indiana. Looks good out there, but the heat is on. Meteorologist Tara Hastings joins me now. You've been promising this cool down. We're all still waiting for it. Straight to News 8's Raina Revel. She's live at the scene. Raina, what are you seeing and hearing from first responders there?
I'm Raina Revel with Wish TV and wishtv.com.
Raina, before you go, any word on workers who maybe have been in that pile of scrap metal? Do we know anything about anybody getting hurt there? All right,
Derek.
News 8's Raina Revel live for us on the scene. We'll be following this throughout the day. Happening right now, Hawaii and Alaska have now canceled evacuation orders and downgraded tsunami risk from one of the largest earthquakes ever recorded. The quake actually happened off the coast of Russia, first impacting a coastal community with a powerful magnitude of 8.8. Back in Indianapolis, police say a woman was walking across the street, but not on a crosswalk, when a car hit and killed her near Crown Hill Cemetery. Happened about 5:30 this morning at 38th and Boulevard Place. An IMPD spokesman says the driver is cooperating with the investigation. Indianapolis police say they are still looking for one suspect after a shooting that left an officer and a carjacking suspect wounded. The gunfire erupted yesterday afternoon on the city's west side. News 8's Hernan Gutierrez has more on the officer's condition. Neighbors are speaking out about the woman facing charges in a fire that killed her 7-year-old son in Rush County. Some of the damage right here. 31-year-old Kirsten Bowers told investigators she tried to get all 4 kids out of the house. 80 years ago today, a Japanese submarine sank the USS Indianapolis near the end of World War II. Today, family members and others are honoring the roughly 880 sailors who died. News 8's Colin Bailey visited the USS Indianapolis Memorial along the canal downtown to see how the city is remembering the ship and its sailors. All right, Tara, thanks. We've got breaking news we've got to tell you about that's just into our newsroom here. A plane crash in Greenwood. Not a lot of information, just happened in the last few minutes near I-65 and Main Street. No word on any injuries or what caused the crash. We have a crew headed to that scene to bring us pictures. As soon as we get an update, as soon as we know more, we'll bring it to you right here on News 8 and on wishtv.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
News 8 continues now.
Back now on midday with breaking news. A plane crash in Greenwood happened just in the last half hour at Main Street and Chic Road near I-65. The scene is close to a small municipal airport in the area, right along the Marion County-Johnson County line in Johnson County. No word on any injuries or what caused the crash, and we do have a crew on the way, headed to the scene. We'll bring you an update, live pictures hopefully, as soon as we get them here on News 8 and on wishtv.com. The Trump administration is using Indianapolis as the launching point of a major effort to repeal many of the country's environmental protections. Coming up, credit card debt is a common and ugly problem for young adults and families. Learn the best practices for staying on top of your payments with Consumer Reports. That's next.
Wish TV Storm Track 8, Indiana's best weather team. We are local.